For more information, please call 504-899-2995.
Thank you!
Listen up. Your customers, our listeners, could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Good morning, good beautiful morning. This is Linda Lewis with New Orleans Talk Network and my co-host,
Ralph Gavin.
Mr. Ralph Gavin from Trey May. Hey, what you say? Okay, this is a beautiful day, and of course, we're on the Best Bank, the West Bank, and I am so happy that you are listening to our favorite station, New Orleans Talk Network, and you must believe, and you have to believe, that this is one of the best stations in the world. You agree with me, Ralph?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. This morning, we're here, and thank God we're here with you this morning. We want to thank God for letting us enjoy the day yesterday and all of the previous days, because I know a lot of people that are not here today. Unfortunately, of course, I'm always thinking about my good friend, Mr. Albert Duguay, who was our co-host for a couple of shows that we had here and elsewhere. And I'm pretty sure he's resting in peace in heaven. He was a great dude. He loved the Lord. He obeyed the Lord, and I was so glad and blessed to be a friend of his for a long, long time. We went to elementary school together, St. Peter Claver, and also Xavier Prep High School. And I really enjoyed his company. He was a very intelligent person. However, he was very, very aware of what's going around his surroundings, what's happening. He would make us aware of it because, we were kind of young and silly and wasn't aware of some of the politics that was going on, even in high school and in grammar school also. So my mother's godmother passed away, and she'll be funeralized on tomorrow, and that's Miss O'Brien on Ursulines Avenue. Miss O'Brien was my mother's godmother, and she died recently. So may you rest in peace. I'm pretty sure she's up there in heaven with my mom, and they're hate to say, they're in heaven raising hell. They were really, really two ladies that didn't let anything roll over or get under their feet, because they were rulers. So they are rulers in heaven. So I'm so glad that you're with my mom, but I'm sad that you're not here on earth with us. But you're in a better place, like people like to say. But I know she is, and my mom also. Mr. Gavin?
Well, we should all be thankful.
Yes.
When we can put that left foot on the floor and
That's
let
right.
it be followed by that right foot.
That's right.
Because
right.
any day above ground is a good day.
That's right.
See, so our job is to make the best out of what God gave us or
Yes.
gives us.
Yes,
You see.
definitely.
Because Satan has a job to do too,
Tell me about it.
and he's busy.
Oh, yes.
So his job is to destroy your
Yes.
happiness, your peace, your tranquility, and through
That's right.
all those bad things,
Yes.
those elements,
Yes.
to distort the mixture of peace and harmony. And when he find out that you're going to try to do the right thing, or you're trying to do the right thing,
He gets busy.
oh, he's not going to send his foot soldiers after you. He's going to send his captains,
That's right.
his generals, his majors. He's going to send the high-ranking officers of hell to come after you.
Oh, yes.
Because the average foot soldier would not defeat you.
Hmm.
And even his ranking officers cannot defeat you, as long as you have faith.
Hmm.
So those elements, you don't have to go to a seminary or college or a school of higher learning in order to exercise the right thing.
Yes.
All you have to do is do the right thing.
Let's do the right thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And with that being said, as you said, the devil, how do you know? I ask my grandchildren, how do you know that the devil's around you? And I always tell them that the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy.
And lie.
So if so if you see that element around you, that's stealing, killing, and destroying and lying, that's the devil. Get away, far away as possible. So I again would love to thank the people that help Louis Armstrong Family Services during the year. And I would like to first start off with you, Mr. Ralph Gavin. Thank you so much. You've been a great supporter, not only this year, many, many, many years. So thank you so much. You've been very gracious and very, 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 very generous. So thank you so much. I'll start off with you.
Well, you're quite welcome.
No problem, no problem.
Because God brings his people together.
Yes.
This was not of any choice of my own.
Yes.
I was moved by the Spirit, and that's
right.
why I'm here.
That's right.
You see. So we thank God for it.
Yes, that's true.
Huh?
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
Because
That's right. And thank you for correcting me.
well,
Thank God.
it's not a correction.
Thank God for you.
it's not. I'm not correcting you.
Yes.
No, I'm just adding
Yes.
an element that you
Yes.
just left out.
That's true.
all.
That's true.
Mm-mm.
Thank God for you and your mother and your father, the way they raised you, because if it would not have been for them, you would not have the some people just don't know, and they haven't been raised that way to share, their resources, share what God has given you. And you, your dad, your mom, I know because I was there when they taught us how to give. They're always donating to the schools, always helping, volunteering with the church, but these days, I have to say that that's not, really a thing that people like to do or want to do, or it's not high on their priority list. That's what I should say. Maybe they think about it, and then something come up. Maybe it might rain, or maybe it's snowing outside in New Orleans, and they can't make it to wherever they have to do. I'm being facetious, and whatever excuse they have. The cat didn't bark. And the dog didn't say meow. And they make an excuse not to do the things that they should do. But thank God for us and my mom, your dad, my dad, that they taught us that they should. My mom always was making and baking muffins. That's what you used to call it back in the day. Cupcakes, they call them now. But she used to make muffins, and they used to sell them in the schools. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she would donate it to the schools. They'd sell them, and the proceeds would go to the children in the schools. Do you see that today?
No. No. Well, you see, we had these children, the society of the day has been bombarded
Okay.
and attacked from all directions
Oh.
with foolishness and folly, you see, and seeking out the fun things. See, we've been to New Orleans sanctified. We've been to Bayou classified.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
We exude the essence of ignorance. Huh?
Yes.
And so what we look forward to, those things were not a distraction to us when we were children coming up.
Yes.
You see,
Yes.
the parents was of great value and integrity, and they had great humiliation. But what listed high on the Richter scale was respect.
Yes. Yes.
See, these
Very
children
much
don't
so.
have no respect for themselves and nothing and nobody. I'm not saying all of them,
Yes. I understand.
but being attacked through that social media, you see,
Yes.
that's an element in which we didn't have to deal with. When Mother and Daddy say Ralph and Sandy, when it got dark at 6 o'clock, guess what? You burn up 3 sets of kneecaps getting home.
Really?
Huh?
Really?
Because
Really?
them people did not kid, joke, shuck, nor jive.
That's right.
Huh?
Yes, you had to be accounted for.
Oh, yeah, and Daddy said
Front
he
and
stand
center.
in that front door and at a whisper, all he had to
Yes.
say was Ralph and Sandy.
Yes.
And the first child here, my daddy say Ralph and Sandy, the word got around the block. Ralph and Sandy, your mama wants you.
Your mama
Ralph
wants
and Sandy, your mama wants you. Ralph and Sandy, your mama wants you.
Your daddy
See when
called
they when they got to Tremere Street where we was playing football in the
Yes,
street?
yes.
Baby. Later for the football.
Really? In any other ball?
'Cause
Really and truly?
when William Gavin Sr. spoke,
Mhm.
it was like E.F. Hutton.
Wow.
Everybody listened.
Everybody listen. I know. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't say too much, but when he did, he had to do
Ooh.
his thing. How tall was he?
Daddy was about 6'3",
Oh
weighed
my
about
God.
265.
Yes, a giant.
Solid.
A giant.
Yes.
Really and truly. He didn't say much, but when he appeared, you knew you either did something wrong or he's watching you.
Ooh, baby.
Like because he worked on the riverfront, right?
43 years on
That's
the
right.
riverfront.
That's right. So when he came home, he took his bath, showered, and ate, and he was a quiet man. He was really quiet. But when he said something, oh my God.
You see, today technology has taken over the ports, the waterfronts. There's no more longshoremen. There's no more black longshoremen or stevedores.
Yes.
You see,
Yes.
there's no more ILA hull.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
Oh yes.
there's no more local 1419. I remember my daddy's PIN number.
Okay. Wow.
Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
And men were men. They worked with their hands.
Yes. Yes.
Daddy used to work them sugar boats and go down in the hold of them ships.
I remember.
And in the summertime, he sweat so hard that he wear them khaki pants, and Daddy come home with them khaki pants. You can take them off
Yes.
and stand them up in the corner by themselves because the brown sugar had then turned to syrup.
Ooh.
Huh?
Wow.
And had then starched them pants.
Mm-hmm.
Sandy was on one leg and I was on the other leg rubbing the cramps out his leg.
Wow.
Huh? See, he didn't do that for him. He did that for us.
That's right. That's right.
See,
Yes.
so they don't make those kind of men anymore. They don't make those kind of women anymore.
No.
No, the daughters and the mothers, they wants to be in the club together.
Backing it up.
Yeah. See? Doing the bus stop.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really.
Doing the shingaling. Doing the four corner. Huh? Doing the slop. Doing the mashed potatoes
The
and
Popeyes.
and the Popeye. Yeah.
Eating the Popeyes, doing
Yeah.
the Popeyes.
Eating the Popeyes, doing the Popeyes.
Really,
Come on,
really,
huh?
yes. But we are thankful and grateful for our parents and our teachers. Some of our teachers, in those days, the teachers were teachers. They
Oh,
were
yes.
like surrogate parents because when you went to school, it wasn't you can't do this and you can't do that and you can't do that. That's what's going on right now with the children. You can't do this and you can't do that because they can't learn because they're not disciplined.
Right.
And some of them who can, and they have certain disabilities, the teacher's not aware of it, and they don't know what to do, so they off the wall, out the box, and they're telling them different things that shouldn't be said, and things to do that they cannot do. So they're not educated to the point whereby they can help a child with disabilities also. So it goes both ways.
Well, you don't have community teachers anymore.
That's true.
You got United Parcel teachers.
Okay.
They being shipped in. Huh?
Yeah, and you're right about that.
So how can they relate to these children and gain their respect if you can't relate to what community they come from and
Yes.
how they came up in these communities?
True.
See,
True.
you can't sit down, you can't have a little white girl sit down and talk to the mother of this child
Yes.
and have some kind of interaction with that parent if she can't relate to that parent,
Yes.
you see.
I understand.
So when we came up, our schools were very important in the growth of our children
Yes.
because we looked up to those individuals who were teaching us, and they loved us enough to want us to learn.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
See, it's about
But
getting
it's
paid
not that
today.
way anymore.
No.
It's not that way anymore. And shame on them. That's all I can say. Shame on them because they should take an interest. If you're in a certain profession, you should be a professional in that profession. It's not a joke. You're not making toilets or door handles. You're actually helping children. You're carving the way for them.
Molding lives.
That's right. That's what they're doing.
Yes.
And they don't realize that they are. But shame on them. That's all I can say. I would like to also thank Mr. Coleman from Coleman Pest Control. He has been one of our supporters for, I think now 15 years. He's been supporting Louis Armstrong Family Services. Thank you so much, Mr. Coleman. So if you need anything, if you see a little ant, I know you don't have any roaches at your house, but if you see an ant at your house, call Mr. Coleman Pest Control. He's one of our great supporters. And also, Mr. Coleman has a Coleman Cab Company.
Yes.
I think he's the only one that's still around. Coleman Cab Company. He's the owner of a cab company. He's not a driver. He's a driver also. As a matter of fact, I called him on Thanksgiving Day at about 11 o'clock and asked him to pick up one of the families that did not appear at a luncheon that we had over at the original French Market restaurant. The original French Market restaurant. They invited our families, our homeless families, to come and eat lunch with them and their family in the French Quarter. And I want to thank the owners, too. Thank you so much for inviting us. And I called Mr. Coleman to get back to what I was saying. At 11 o'clock, because one of the families I noticed did not appear, and gave him the address. And I asked him, could he send one of the drivers over there? And he said, well, you called me. I'm going over there. I said, wow, on Thanksgiving Day. So he left his family and his out-of-town guests to pick up the family. So, with that being said, I don't have to say any more. Thank you so much, Mr. Coleman. Like, who would leave their family to go pick up a homeless family to take them to lunch, and you have your family there? Not too many people that I know. Wow. They wouldn't even answer the phone. But he said, I saw your name came up, and when it came up, I saw Louis Armstrong Family Service. He said, I knew you needed something. So thank you. I can't thank you enough, Mr. Coleman. Coleman Cab Company. So if you need a cab, who you calling?
Mr. Coleman.
Coleman Cab Company. All right. Yeah. And that's one thing that we don't do. I have to mention this, and I know we have a lot to say, Ralph, but I have to mention the volunteerism. I went to a meeting on Monday at Christian Unity Baptist Church. We have a meeting there every Monday at 4:45. And during that meeting, a young guy, he must have been at least 20, 25 years old. He got up to the podium and he said, the reason why Donald Trump, one of the reasons, is many reasons, but one of the reasons why Donald Trump is now the elected president of the ununited states, divided states, is because of the way we treat each other. And, people were silent and they thought about it, and then, you got an amen, because it's the truth. If we would be so cohesive, if we should be very cohesive and very together and very supportive of each other, sometimes it's not all about a dollar. It's not all about, writing a check. It's about what you can do. Some things people do, and like I said, the church that came from Oklahoma, and, they didn't look like us. They spent 2 days at Louis Armstrong Family Services in the office. And those 2 days I could not pay for. So, it's not all about writing a check or about contributing money. You can volunteer. You can come over. But our people, something is going on with the volunteerism. They can't spend a hour or a day with an organization to help them. Even in the schools, our moms and dads, and not our dads, but my own moms for sure, went to the school. The PTA meeting, that's a volunteer program. You have to volunteer. They're not going to pay you to spend time. So please think about volunteering with your favorite organization or organization near you. With that being said, we're going to go into a short break, and we'll be back on the other side. Thank you for listening.
I see trees of green.
Right now, Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business. New morning show alert! New morning show alert! The Warren Ballantyne Show airs daily from 9 to 11 a.m. Central Time, bringing you the news you need to know. The Warren Ballantyne Show, now on the New Orleans Talk Network.
Here at Jones Insurance, your full-service agency, let us take care of all your insurance needs. We provide homeowners insurance, flood, rental, commercial, auto, and life insurance. Don't let the unexpected tragedy destroy your family's future. Here at Jones Insurance, 7603 West Bank Expressway, Monroe, Louisiana, 772. Contact Lois at 504-348-1492.
Hi, this is Jill Samuels with Faith That Works. Join us every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time and 12 noon on New Orleans Talk Network as we change the lives of people with the Word of God by equipping the body of Christ to evangelize the world while reconciling people back to God. Let us continue to carry the water to the desert because Jesus is the living water.
Stop this hauling water to the sea.
This is Belinda Parker Brown, President of Louisiana United International. I am the host for A Force for Justice. You can listen to us every Thursday morning at 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central, exposing the injustice in our criminal justice system. You can also call in at 504-341-8255 and tell us how you have become a victim in our criminal justice system.
On the New Orleans Talk Network, A Force for Justice with Belinda Parker Brown.
What's up, New Orleans? Listen, this your man Fred, host of your #1 sports talk show down here in New Orleans. Yeah, I said it. FanView, where real fans talk about real sports. Join me, Bank Ball Recite, your people's man B, and Madman the Big Fan as we talk about all the latest sports topics going down here around the country. Again, FanView, where real fans talk about real sports.
Thank you so much for joining us again on New Orleans Talk Network on the Best Bank, the West Bank. And I was just informed that, did you know this, that you can also text us. You don't have to call. Some people don't like to hear their voice on the radio. And the number is 504-341-8255. So if you don't want to call us and you don't like to hear your voice on the radio or you're at work, you can text us at 504-341-8255. Again, our phone number is 504-341-8255. Mr. Gavin, do you have the word of the day? Are you ready for it?
Yes.
I know it's very, very strong.
Well, the word of the day, the New Orleans Talk Network.
Yes.
Louis Armstrong Family Services word of the day.
Yes.
Is reprobate.
Reprobate.
REPROBATE. The word reprobate is defined as the following: an unprincipled person.
Wow, I know one.
Hey. Is he a world leader?
Yes.
Oh,
well,
I'm
supposed
sorry.
to be.
Oh. excuse me. In the synonyms that are relative to reprobate is a rogue, a rascal, a scoundrel,
Oh, yes.
a miscreant. M-I-S-R,
Yes.
M-I-S-C-R-E-A-N-T, miscreant. A good for nothing.
A good for nothing.
A villain.
A villain.
A wretch.
A wretch.
A
like me.
rake. R-A-K-E.
Wow.
A degenerate.
Wow.
A libertine.
Wow.
A debauchee.
Wow.
So in Christian theology, especially in the theology of Calvinism, a sinner who is not of the elect and is predestined to damnation.
Wow.
And the adjectives, a long missed old reprobate. That's an example sentence. A long missed old reprobate. Drinking comrade. So these were ruffians and hooligans, you see.
Yes.
Other synonyms relative to reprobate: unprincipled, bad, roguish, wicked, rakish, shameless, immoral, degenerate,
Wow.
dissipated, debauched, depraved,
Depraved.
archaic, and knavish.
Oh, wow.
So all those synonyms and all those different types of things that represents somebody who's just no earthly good. Huh?
Wow.
It all derives from the word reprobate.
Wow.
And how many reprobates we have in the U.S. government. Wow.
I know one for sure.
Okay.
One recent reprobated person.
How many reprobates we have in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
How many reprobates we have in the churches. Huh? Yeah. You see, when a little boy cusses his mother out and try to fight his daddy back.
Yes.
You see. See, it ain't about black or white. It's about wrong or right. Some children just ain't no earthly good. Huh?
Wow.
When you call your mother a female dog, huh?
Wow.
Come on, you talking about yourself when you call yourself, hey, what's happening, dog? If I'm a dog and you a dog, what does that make our mothers? Huh?
Okay, that's true.
Should I even have to go there?
Please don't. Please don't.
So we've been trying to erase this concept of not being an animal. All throughout our history since we've been here, and all we have been considered is an animal. And now we have adopted this philosophy for ourselves, and it's okay. Huh? When these young girls greet each other on the street, you know, hey, female dog, how you doing? Huh?
Wow.
Female dog, get out of my face.
Wow.
Huh? That's cute.
No. It's
Come on.
not.
Come
It's
on.
not, but that's what they do.
See? Wow. Boy, they got us. They got us.
That's true.
But it's our job. We can't throw all of them to the wayside because there's some good children out there that deserve our support.
Oh, yes.
They deserve our love. They deserve our inner strength. So they can go on throughout life
Yes, definitely.
with an established foundation to build on.
Oh, yes.
You see.
Wow.
But we supposed to give them the tools to build with. You see. We give them the bricks of education. We give them the mortar of understanding. You see, we give them the frame of commitment. You see.
Yes.
So all those things, and let's not leave out God. Huh?
Please don't.
Because we have to give them Christ or God or whatever religion you support, they have to have some kind of divine intervention in their life to give them guidance. See?
Yes.
See, there's nothing wrong with being a Muslim. One of the greatest religions in the world, one of the oldest religions in the world, if you really look at the history of it. You see. So when Farrakhan speaks, he speaks out of love.
Oh, yes.
See, he don't speak it for fashion or folly or foolishness.
Oh, yes.
Things we caught up in. And he tried to shed that light to other people. You may not agree with him because you got your 501(c)(3) you're trying to keep intact. And you believe in receiving your donations, not D-O-N-A-T-I-O-N, D-O-U-G-H.
Okay.
Huh?
The dough, huh?
The dough.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's really sad.
So you got your hypocristians out there, and you got your administrators, ADD ministers, huh? Because they want to add to their bounty.
Oh, yes.
In the name of the Lord.
The name of the Lord.
See, I can't fake him out of position. I can't run in and out nobody's church just for the sake of getting in the fashion show. No. Because, see, you can't fool him, and you're going to meet him one-on-one.
Oh, yes.
Ain't no preacher, ain't no minister, ain't no pastor, ain't nobody going to be able to represent you like Perry Mason in front of him. Because when he opened up the book of life, he opened up on every individual. Shut up, Ralph. You talk too much.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You're telling the truth, and you should tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And the word is the light, as they say. And saying that, I would like to also thank one of my classmates.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I would like to thank her above all is because she was recently involved in the flood in Baton Rouge and lost everything.
Wow.
Wiped out. However, she did receive a email or a text from me stating that I'm accepting donations until the end of the year for Louis Armstrong Family Services, and she almost brought me to tears because she asked for the address, and I said, "What you need the address for?" Because she's still displaced.
Mm-hmm.
And she told me, "Well, I want to make." I said, "Oh no, girl, don't do that." I said, "You're displaced and you're trying to get your house back together." And she said, "No, Linda, you're doing a good job, and I really want to help because I've been blessed, although I've lost everything, and I want to bless you." And it really hit my heart. Like I said, I was almost crying because I know her situation. I know the situation that she's in, trying to get her house together, because we've done that too.
Mm-hmm.
And for her to say that, it really meant a lot to me. So I really want to thank her. I don't know if she wants me to mention her name, so I won't until I ask. But I really want to thank her. She knows who she is, and most of all, God knows who she is. So thank you so much for your generosity and your Christ-like attitude.
And that's the definition of being a Christian.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's a true Christian.
To be Christ-like.
That's right.
Huh?
That's right.
Not what you like.
Right, with Christ-like.
With Christ-like.
Right, that's true.
Huh?
That's true.
And how many of them fit that description?
Not too many. Yeah. Trust me, not too many.
Oh, I can't play with him like that.
That's right.
Your best prayer is the prayer you pray in solitude.
That's true.
Congregations are nice. Fellowship is nice.
Oh, yes.
But your loudest plea for help comes when you speaking to him one-on-one. Huh? You don't need a narrative from somebody else. No. Because only you know what's going on inside of you.
That's true.
Only you know what you're going through. Not the preacher, not the deacon, not the usher. You. So God appreciated when you give him a one-on-one session.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
And that's why he can feed back to you, his remedy for your problem directly. See, that's a private line. It's not a party line.
Oh, yes.
Shut up, Ralph. You talk to me.
No, you don't. As I said before, you're telling the truth, and the truth shall be told. Again, I'd also like to thank Immaculate. And I'm glad we're going back and forth. Immaculate is a design and things. What they do is design T-shirts. And my first T-shirt, I don't wear too many T-shirts, but the T-shirt was so immaculate, as the name says, that I wore it to a function, and everyone. Well, I wore it to two functions. As a matter of fact, one was a run, and the other was an event. And not everyone, but a lot of people came up and asked where I got the T-shirt from. They like the T-shirts. So if you want an immaculate T-shirt, immaculate designs and things, please call Miss J, and she'll be available to do everything and anything you want her to do, Miss J. I'd like to also thank Attorney Renard Darrensburg. He's a judicial administrator over at the Orleans Parish Juvenile Court. They've made so many changes. I don't know if you know, but the court has changed and it has moved to another location. You don't have to go in the hectic CBD anymore to park. You can go right on 1100 Milton Street. That's in New Orleans, zip code 70122. Hopefully you never have to go. But they're asking for volunteers also. They want people to come to the court and look, and the more people get involved. And another thing I want to mention, and everything is just racing through my head. If you are called to be to go to court in order to be on the jury, please, because I'm guilty of this. I've been guilty of this all my adult life. As a matter of fact, because I've been very friendly or friends with judges and a lot of attorneys. So when I get my court notice, I call them and I get excused. Yeah, I'm saying it. Yeah, I'm not going to mention the judges' names, but some people do that. If they have clout, most people that don't want to go in there busy doing. But some of the things that we're missing out on, most importantly, the decisions that's made by the jurors. So if you're one of the jurors, you are very instrumental in what the results of the court case will be. So please do not make an excuse that you cannot be a juror. Please, when you get that notice, please, sign in, go up there and do what you have to do, because a lot of people that's on the jury, they are not like us. They don't think like us. They don't look like us, so they make those decisions and say, oh, wow, I don't believe that happened. Yeah, it happened because you're sitting down looking at the soap operas or whatever you're doing. So please, if they call you, please sign up. I can't wait for them to call me. Can you volunteer for that position? Because I don't like what's going on in the court. And I'm not sure a lot of people like what's going on in the courthouse right now.
I perform my civic duty on every occasion. Oh, yeah. And they even made me like the sergeant at arms of the jurors.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
And I was in charge of, well, not in charge, but I took notes. By me being in law enforcement and in corrections, you have to document everything.
Yes.
To CYA.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
So therefore, it was more or less a natural thing for me to document and observe the prosecutors and the defense, and the demeanor and the way they delivered. You understand? They oration or oratory to the jurors. You see. And so every little tidbit of information I deciphered, and things that were noteworthy and important, I documented it down. Right. And so I compiled a good group of notes.
Yes.
So when we got into the jury chamber, we would compare notes and the activities that went on in the court. With the information I had already written down. So therefore, somebody who didn't take notes can get a grasp on what happened and leading up to the chain of events, that transpired. But anyway, They liked them some Ralph, because that meant they didn't have to take no notes. You know what I'm saying? But the final decision was each individual has to evaluate and determine in their own minds, according to the evidence, how they would make their decisions.
Right.
You see. So it was an interesting process. And sometimes, like the last time they called me, and the judge, it was a malpractice lawsuit.
Okay, civil court. Was it
in
civil
Jefferson
court?
Parish,
Okay.
the 24th Judicial Court.
Okay.
And so they selected me, they called my name, and they gave me the little jury pass and the parking pass or whatever. And so the judge, black judge, he says, is it anyone in the jury feel they should not be a juror in this case? And so a couple of people raised their hands.
I know they did.
But
I know they did.
the thing is,
They
when
missed
they
out.
said malpractice lawsuit,
Okay.
as far as the medical field is concerned, whereby the hospital or the doctors were at fault for causing the demise of this particular individual, I raised my hand.
Thank God. And we're going to hear a lot about that and more about that on the other side of the break. Thank you.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom.
Happy Merry Mondays. It's your girl, Mary J. I want you to tune in with me to Real Talk with Mary J on New Orleans Talk Network every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Then follow me to blogtalkradio.com/Real Talk with Mary J at 10 p.m. It's going to be a Merry Monday every Monday at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. You've just tuned into New Orleans Talk Network.
Are you looking for a home to live stream your next event? Give us a call here at Bethesda Community Event Center, the only place on a golf course that can host and broadcast live your wedding reception, your baby shower, business seminar, and any other special event. Give us a call at 504-708-9454 for more details.
Hi, this is Jill Samuels with Faith That Works. Join us every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time and 12 noon on New Orleans Talk Network as we change the lives of people with the Word of God by equipping the body of Christ to evangelize the world while reconciling people back to God. Let us continue to carry the water to the desert because Jesus is the living water.
Stop this hauling water to the sea.
This is Captain Black.
This is Brother Al Mims. Join us for our new show,
The Hostages That Fight Back. Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Central.
We are all hostages to something,
but it's up to us
to find the courage to fight back and make the change.
So tune in to become the change you want to see in the world here on New Orleans Talk Network.
Brothers and sisters! Brothers and sisters! I don't know what this world is coming to.
What's up, New Orleans? Listen, this your man Fred, host of your #1 sports talk show down here in the Walk. Yeah, I said it. FanView, where real fans talk about real sports. Join me, Bank Ball Recite, your people's man B, and Madman the Big Fan, as we talk about all the latest sports topic going down here around the country. Again, Fan View, where real fans talk about real sports.
Download the New Orleans Talk Network app, available on Android, iPhone, iPad, and you can listen to us on the web at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com. Write down our talk line at 504-341-TALK. That's 504-341-8255. Interactive and worldwide. That's what we are. Join in on the real conversation and tell a friend about the New Orleans Talk Network.
We're back. We're back. Thank you so much for listening to New Orleans Talk Network. And as I said before, if you want to call in, our number is 504-341-8255. You can also text if you don't want to hear your voice on the radio. Mr. Gavin was discussing some very important issues, and he's going to continue. But first of all, I would like to say thank you, Reverend Skip Alexander, for being a supporter for a long, long time. And he was the past president of Louis Armstrong Family Services, and also Mr. Al Mims. Thank you so much for supporting our organization, Louis Armstrong Family Services. Raul?
Yes. To get back to what I was saying about the court system, when it came time for the judge to kind of like use a screening process in the courtroom as far as the jurors are concerned. So he assembled the defense attorneys and the prosecutors together in the front, and he asked the jurors. He says, anyone in here? Now this was a malpractice lawsuit against Armstrong Foundation that caused the demise of a patient. He says, is anyone in here that think they would not be a good candidate to be a juror pertaining to this case? So it touched me because my father died in Turo Infirmary Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would not be a good juror for that medical malpractice case, because I determined in my mind, in my psyche, that my daddy walked in Turo and never walked out.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
My daddy had a urinary tract infection and never walked out.
Wow.
In other words, daddy just couldn't pee. And he dead? No, you're asking the wrong one on this one, Judge. So I raised my hand. I told him. I walked up to the judge's stand. He said, excuse me. He said, yes, sir. Why you feel you would not be a good juror? And I explained to him what happened to my father in Turo. And after I told him, I said, Judge, I said, to be fair to the prosecution and the defendant, I'm not the one. Because I could not be impartial to rule, to make a judgment in the favor of the people who I thought murdered my daddy in the hospital.
Right.
So the judge let me go.
Okay. So that's not the one that you were the foreman, then. That's another case.
Right. That's
Okay.
that's another case.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, he
From
just
foreman to being recused. Huh?
right.
Okay.
So he made that determination on the spot. He said, well, sir, I understand. You're dismissed. He gave me a little white piece of paper, and I walked out. I said, oh, no, y'all can't win this one if it came up to me. No. So those little things about being a juror, you can't have any predisposed
Yeah, preferences, or you can't be, already determined that they're wrong before you get into
Right.
the case. You know, you already came in there with a mindset that, hey, y'all tried. Well, my daddy came into the hospital with something that was really simple pertaining to his health, and he didn't walk out. So, you know, that would sway your decision on whether they were guilty or not guilty. So the judge did the right thing, you know, because, you know, you actually recuse yourself, because if they were not aware of it, you know, they would not have the opportunity to recuse you. So thank God, as I said before, you know, the gist of it is please do not, if you get a notice, you know, a subpoena, a notice, a nice little notice, you know, that's mandatory. You must, please do not recuse yourself. Please go there and make sure that you make the right decision, because if you're not there, you know, I've seen so many times when a lot of people, I go to a lot of meetings, community meetings, and a lot of people always there don't like the decision that the jurors made, didn't like the way things went out in court. So, you know, but they're on the other side looking in. So you could be on the inside looking out and make that right decision. So our people, some people, the people who are innocent, comes out of court on top, not on the bottom. It's mandatory. Please do not do that ever.
Well, it's a lot of high-profile cases. You see,
There are.
excuse
There are a
me.
lot of profile cases, and you know, right now, you know, the case that went on with Mr. Smith,
Right.
Mr. Will Smith, you know, that was one of the most recent, you know, and it's one that's coming up. Hopefully, you know, we get the right people, and that happened over here on the West Bank, you know. So hopefully, we'll get some people in there that can make the right decision and don't let that murderer just walk away.
And the truth is, one of the jurors said she was pressured into making a rapid decision.
Really? Okay. Well, she made it. You know, as I always say before, you know, I don't care if I stay in there. A lot of people have things to do. Everybody have something to do. So we're gonna take a little short break, and we'll be back on the other side. We'll see you on the other side. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm getting all choked up around you.
I see trees of green, red roses too.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device, or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
Happy Merry Mondays. It's your girl, Mary J. I want you to tune in with me to Real Talk with Mary J on New Orleans Talk Network every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Then follow me to blogtalkradio.com/Real Talk with Mary J at 10 p.m. It's going to be a Merry Monday every Monday at 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. You've just tuned in to New Orleans Talk Network.
This is Remus Bowman. I want to invite you every Monday at 12 o'clock live for You and Your Credit. You can call in, you can ask me questions. Believe me, I've got most of the answers for you. We're going to help you get a good credit score. We're going to open doors for you to have an opportunity to be successful and pay low interest for your automobile, your home, your credit cards, everything that you buy. We're going to put you on a great path to have a successful future. Send me your request for information. I'll be glad to answer your question. Every Monday at 12 o'clock, join me from 12 to 1 Monday afternoon for You and Your Credit, originating from New Orleans Talk Network.
Are you looking for a home to live stream your next event? Give us a call here at Bethesda Community Event Center, the only place on a golf course that can host and broadcast live your wedding reception, your baby shower, business seminar, and any other special event. Give us a call at 504-708 9454 for more details.
This is Captain Black.
This is Brother Al Mims. Join us for our new show,
The Hostages That Fight Back. Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Central.
We are all hostages to something,
But it's up to us.
to find the courage to fight back and make the change.
So tune in to become the change you want to see in the world. Here on New Orleans Talk Network.
Brothers and sisters! Brothers and sisters! I don't know what this world is coming to.
Customers, our listeners could be hearing about your business right now. Yeah, right now. Don't miss out on the opportunity to advertise with NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. Call our business department today at 504-475-4793 to hear about our great rates. NewOrleansTalkNetwork.com. We provide the people, you provide the business.
Thank you so much for joining us at New Orleans Talk Network. We're on the other side of our break, and this is our last segment. And we started the show with actually thanking people during the year that help us during the year. I would love to thank our group that came over from the Western Baptist Church in Oklahoma, and they were volunteers that came out. It's Western Meadows Baptist Church, as a matter of fact. Western Meadows Baptist Church came all the way from Oklahoma to New Orleans, Louisiana, to help Louis Armstrong Family Services for 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. I want to thank you all for coming over, and hopefully have a safe trip back to Oklahoma. Mr. Gavin?
Yes, I'd just like to elaborate on a few little things before we make our departure. We use a saying more prominently. It's one of our most quoted phrases when we say to people or make the statement that God helped those who help themselves.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
But guess what? That verse is not in the Bible.
Okay.
See, that's something that was made up by man. God help those who help themselves is probably the most often quoted phrase that is not found in the Bible. This saying is usually attributed to Ben Franklin, quoted in Poor Richard's Almanac in 1757. In actuality, it originated from Algerman's Sydney in 1698 in an article titled Discourses Concerning Government. Nowhere in the Bible. It's not a Bible verse. And see, whatever the original source of this saying is, the Bible teaches the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
God helps the helpless. Isaiah 25:4 declares, "For you have been a defense for the helpless. At the right time, Christ died for the ungodly." In terms of salvation, we are all utterly helpless. That's in terms of salvation. We can't save ourselves.
Yes.
Huh? We need his help. So we are all infected by sin. Romans 3.
Okay, Roman.
23. And condemned as a result of that sin. Romans 6:23.
All right, Roman.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to bring it to you where you can find it. See, there's nothing we can do on our own can remedy this situation. Isaiah 64:6. Thankfully, God is the helper of the helpless. Huh? Thankfully.
Yes. Yes.
So there's no such thing as God help them who help themselves.
Right.
I can understand if I got a piece of furniture I want to move, and I ask you to give me a hand, and you choose not to. Yeah, that can relate to something like that. You know, you don't help me move the furniture, and you turn around and tell me I'm trying to move this sofa, and you say, well, God help them who help themselves. Huh?
Yes.
Come on, preachers. Come on, preachers. Come on, ministers. Y'all supposed to know this stuff here.
Yes.
I'm talking to you. Yeah. So don't be a preacher. Be a teacher.
That's right.
Shut up, Ralph. You talk too much.
Yes. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, because we really need to know. Some people are misled, and some people are not led at all. So, to be led the right way is the way to go.
And the Bible says, for the leaders of the people cause them to err. Them that are led are them who are destroyed. Excuse me,
so
Lord.
Hopefully, we will pray that those people who are misled are led in the right direction for this upcoming year. Thankful for 2016. We had a lot of people who are not here any longer. Some people know that the way of the Lord is the right way. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Mr. Gavin,
Yes,
I enjoyed this segment with you, this show with you. We didn't have any guests today because I wanted to share this entire hour with you. To thank you again. I thank you in the beginning of the show, and I thank you at the end of the show, because if it would not be for you, I would not be here.
Oh, well, don't say that.
It's the truth.
Don't
It's the
say
truth.
that.
I was contemplating, and the producers know, I was contemplating, just doing my job on the side, and not actually, doing the show at all, because it takes a lot to travel, and also to leave my unattended, the lambs over there, the little sheep, and but I enjoy this, and we're getting the word out, and we're sharing things that should be shared. So thank you so much.
Well, you're quite welcome. It's always a pleasure.
And hopefully will you be with us for 2017?
If the good Lord's willing, and the creek don't dry.
Okay, good.
That ain't my call.
Good.
That ain't on me whether I'm going to be here or not.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. But I have faith in God, and I think He's going to carry me on through.
Yes, yes.
You see?
And we look forward to 2017. We have a bigger and better show. We look forward to you listening to us, because we need you. Again, this is New Orleans Talk Network. Linda Lewis with Lewis Armstrong Family Services, and
Ralph Gavin.
Thank you so much. See you next week.
Have a nice day.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you.